Imagine you're fast asleep in your own bed, windows shut, doors locked. Yet suddenly a sweet, sickly smell fills the room. Your eyes water, your throat burns, and a strange numbness creeps through your body. You realize you can't move. It sounds like a scene from a horror movie, but in 1944, for the residents of Mattoon, Illinois, this nightmare was all too real. They called him the Mad Gasser, and to this day, no one truly knows who or what he was. In the quiet town of Mattoon, Illinois, just as World War II was drawing to a close, people were suddenly gripped with fear. It all began on August 31st, 1944, when a couple awoke to a strange, sweet-smelling gas filling their bedroom. They reported numbness, nausea, and partial paralysis. The symptoms faded, but the sense of fear lingered. The next night, the strange gas attacks continued. Houses in different parts of town were targeted, leaving victims paralyzed and sick. Panic spread, and as the reports grew, so did the strange details. Many victims described seeing a shadowy figure lurking near their homes before the gas filled their rooms. Some reported hearing faint coughing, and others claimed they saw a man in dark clothing running away. But every time, the figure vanished without a trace. The Mad Gasser wasn't just a mysterious attacker. He became a town legend. During this time, the country was still at war, and rumors ran wild. Some believed the attacker was an enemy spy experimenting with chemical weapons. Others speculated he was a scientist or chemist gone rogue, testing dangerous compounds on unsuspecting people. One of the lesser-known theories even suggested that the Mad Gasser could have been a psychological experiment by the military, testing the effects of fear and gas exposure. Local police had their own theories. They suspected that mass hysteria might be playing a role. Some believed the symptoms were psychological, brought on by fear, stress from the war, and the power of suggestion. To this day, mass hysteria is one of the most widely accepted theories, as police could find no trace of gas or evidence at the scenes. But if it was hysteria, then how do we explain the dozens of victims who reported similar symptoms? Many were found coughing and retching from the effects of the gas. And here's something even stranger. According to medical records, some people experienced lingering health effects, from respiratory issues to recurring nightmares. The town of Mattoon was desperate for answers. Police increased patrols, set traps, and even stationed officers near houses that might be targeted next. Yet the Mad Gasser evaded capture every time. In one incident, police believed they'd finally cornered him, only to find nothing but shadows. Some wondered if he'd slipped through their fingers, while others questioned if he was even real. Here's a detail most people don't know. In one of the last recorded attacks, authorities found a discarded cloth near the scene. It smelled strongly of the same sweet odor that victims described. However, when tested, it revealed nothing conclusive. This cloth was the only tangible piece of evidence ever linked to the Mad Gasser, and even that was full of dead ends. Over time, the attacks suddenly stopped. Just as quickly as he appeared, the Mad Gasser of Mattoon vanished. With no arrests, no explanations, and no closure, he left behind a mystery that the people of Mattoon would never forget. So, what do you think? Was the Mad Gasser a real threat, a wartime phantom created by fear, or maybe something we just can't explain? Let us know your theories in the comments below. And if you love diving into the eerie and unexplained moments of history, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss them. Thanks for watching.